There comes a point in life when everything slows down, not because the world stopped, but because something inside you did. You stop laughing the same way, you stop trusting the same way, you stop expecting the same way. And people notice. They say, "You've changed." But what they don't understand is you didn't just change, you evolved because life forced you to. There were moments when you gave your best to people who gave you their leftovers. Moments when you stayed loyal to people who treated you like an option. Moments when you were there for others, but when you needed someone, no one showed up. And that kind of pain is different. It doesn't scream. It stays quiet. It sits inside your chest and slowly changes the way you see everything. At first, you questioned yourself. Was I not enough? Did I do something wrong? Why do people leave when I care the most? These questions, they break you from the inside. Because you're not just losing people, you're losing the version of yourself that believed in them. But then something happens. Something subtle but powerful. You get tired. Not physically, mentally, emotionally. You get tired of explaining yourself, tired of chasing people, tired of expecting things that never come. And in that tiredness, you awaken. You realize something most people never do. Not everyone deserves your energy. Not everyone deserves your loyalty. Not everyone deserves access to you. And that realization changes everything. You stop oversharing. You stop trying to prove your worth. You stop reacting to every situation because you finally understand your peace is more important than being understood. This is where your transformation begins. Not loud, not dramatic, silent. You start spending more time alone. At first, it feels uncomfortable. The silence is loud. Your thoughts are heavy. You face things you used to avoid, your fears, your insecurities, your past. But instead of running, you stay. And that's where growth begins. Because when you sit with yourself long enough, you start to understand yourself. You start to see your patterns. You realize where you gave too much, where you ignored red flags, where you allowed disrespect just to keep people in your life. And slowly, you start fixing those things, not for others, for yourself. You build discipline. You start doing things even when you don't feel like it. You wake up when it's hard. You keep going when it's uncomfortable. You choose growth over comfort, again and again and again. And something inside you starts changing. You become stronger, not physically, mentally, emotionally. You don't react the same way anymore. Things that used to disturb you don't affect you now. Things that used to break you, you handle with calmness. Because now, you understand control. Control over your emotions, control over your thoughts, control over your energy. And that control is power, real power, not loud, not visible, but unshakable. People start noticing. They see your silence, your focus, your discipline, and they don't understand it because they didn't see the process. They didn't see the nights you fought your own mind. They didn't see the days you wanted to give up but didn't. They didn't see the moments you chose growth instead of comfort. They only see the result, but you know the truth. You know that this strength was built in silence, built in pain, built in moments when nobody was there. And that's why it can't be taken from you, because what you built, you earned. Now you move differently. You don't chase people anymore. You don't beg for attention. You don't try to fit in. You choose. You choose who deserves your time. You choose who deserves your energy. You choose what deserves your attention. And that changes everything. Because now you are not controlled by the world, you are controlled by yourself. And that is freedom. But here's the truth most people don't talk about. This journey is lonely. Not everyone will understand you. Not everyone will stay. Some people will leave because they no longer have access to the old you. Some people will call you different. Some will call you cold. But that's the price of growth. Because when you evolve, you outgrow. You outgrow people. You outgrow habits. You outgrow environments. And that's okay. Because you're not here to stay the same. You're here to become better, stronger, smarter, wiser. And one day, everything will make sense. The pain, the struggles, the loneliness, the lessons. You'll look back and realize something powerful. None of it was wasted. Every moment was shaping you. Every setback was teaching you. Every disappointment was preparing you for this version of yourself, the one who doesn't break easily, the one who doesn't depend on others, the one who stays calm when everything around them is chaotic. And when that day comes, people will see you differently. They'll see your strength, your confidence, your presence, and they'll wonder, how did you become like this? But you'll know the truth. You became this person the hard way, through pain, through discipline, through silence. And that's why nothing can break you now. Because you didn't just survive life, you mastered yourself. And that is the greatest power anyone can ever have.